Hello and welcome to this fourth episode. Today I'm here with Whitney, sorry, and I'm very happy to have her here. We talked a little bit behind the scenes about what she's experiencing, and she will tell you more about it. But today we're going to talk about financial stress of an entrepreneur. And I think a lot of you may resonate with this topic. I still resonate with this because I'm still building my practice. As an entrepreneur, I think we always face financial challenges, all kinds of challenges, being that we wear so many hats. So, Megan, tell me exactly what you're doing right now and what is it that you like to talk, well, to tell us, yeah, in your own words, what would you like to tap on today?
Great. Well, thank you for doing this with me, Elisa. I'm excited to do some more tapping with you. I've dabbled in a little bit of tapping and always find it really helpful. So I currently have my feet in a couple different worlds. I work in a nonprofit as a fundraising consultant, doing hunger relief work, and I've always actually worked in nonprofits my whole career. And I also have a mindfulness coaching and public speaking practice that I've been building over the past year. And I focus on helping people in nonprofits with navigating burnout. So that's something that I dealt with personally that I feel passionate about, and I know you do too. And so, what I'd love to chat about around and practice with tapping is around the stress related to wanting to eventually leave my full-time day job in nonprofit to have a coaching practice. And it feels scary. And while I'm really proud of how far I've come, I haven't really cared about money because I have a day job. So the idea of eventually trying to make a sustainable living doing the work that I love is quite daunting.
Yes, it can be quite daunting, and it's one of those things that can prompt some fear, like you said, some nervousness, but let's just get right into it. And I remember you told me something. I asked you a question about what is a statement that you can tell me in regards to this. What is your belief? And I remember you said something like, will I ever make a living as a coach? That was one of your concerns, right? So
Yeah.
you tune into this belief or this phrase, will I ever make a living as a coach? What percentage of you believe this, that it is possible? Or what percentage doesn't believe it is possible? From 0%, I don't believe it, 100%, I believe it.
Yeah. It fluctuates every day. In this moment, I would say I believe it about 60% in me.
Okay, all right. And when you think about that, 60% of you believe it, what's the other 40% saying? The one that's not, that other part that may not be fully in belief.
Yeah, it's saying like being an entrepreneur isn't safe for your nervous system. It's too unpredictable.
Mhm.
And maybe it'll happen, but not in the timeline that you want.
Yes. Okay. All right. And are you feeling anything in your body right now as you talk about this?
Yeah, I think I just felt like a little bit of tiredness kind of washed through me, which wasn't here before.
Mhm.
And I just took an intentional breath because I don't think I'm breathing very deeply.
Yes.
And I'm rolling my neck because my neck is tight.
Tightness in your neck. Okay. And how strong is that right now from 0 to 10? 0 being no discomfort, 10 being it's very painful, it's very uncomfortable.
I'd say it's probably at like a 5 or so on the discomfort scale.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go right in. So
Great.
start
Thanks.
tapping on the side of the hand and make yourself comfortable on your chair. Take a deep cleansing breath through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And take another one. All right. So even though I would like to become a full-time entrepreneur, and you can repeat after me.
Even though I'd like to become a full-time entrepreneur,
But I still work my full-time job.
but I still work my full-time job.
And I'm not sure I can do this fast enough, this transition.
And I'm not sure I can do this transition fast enough.
Yes. It's a hustle.
It's a hustle.
But in this moment,
But in this moment,
I'm doing this exercise.
I'm doing this exercise.
And I give myself permission
I give myself permission
to relieve some of this fear and discomfort
to relieve some of this fear and discomfort
and get more clarity as I keep tapping.
and get more clarity as I keep tapping.
Even though this feels stressful,
Even though this feels stressful,
and I really would like to live in my purpose full time.
and I really would like to live in my purpose full time,
Mhm. I choose to have compassion for myself
I choose to have compassion for myself
and how I'm feeling right now.
and how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. Even though there is financial stress,
Even though there's financial stress,
and I don't know how I'm going to make a living being an entrepreneur yet,
and I don't know how I'm going to make a living being an entrepreneur yet,
I'm open to the possibility
I'm open to the possibility
that this may happen sooner than I think.
that this may happen sooner than I think.
Top of the head. 60% of me
60% of me
believes that it is possible.
believes that it is possible.
Eyebrows. But there is a 40% part of me
There is 40% part of me
that has many doubts
that has many doubts.
out of the eye. It makes sense
It makes sense.
under the eye. This part is trying to protect me
This part is trying to protect me.
under the nose. My nervous system is probably telling me
My nervous system is probably telling me
that it's not safe
that it's not safe
to be an entrepreneur.
to be an entrepreneur
An entrepreneur, yes, under the mouth. Because I may not have a constant flow of income.
because I may not have a constant flow of income.
Yeah, under the collarbones. And it may always have to be a hustle
And it may always have to be a hustle.
under the arms. Maybe I'll always have to chase clients,
Maybe I'll always have to chase clients.
top of the head. Look for ways to create programs
Look for ways to create programs
Eyebrows. Get more out there,
Get more out there
side of the eyes, and look for ways to make my income
and look for ways to make my income.
under the eyes. But in corporate or in a regular job, I don't have to necessarily do this.
But in my nonprofit job, I don't have to necessarily do this
Sorry, under the nose, because I still receive my income.
because I still receive my income.
Mhm. Under the lip. This is such a conflict.
This is such a conflict.
Under the collarbones. Maybe I can do it,
Maybe I can do it,
but not in the line that I want to,
but not in the time I want
the
to.
time I want to. Yes. Under the arms. Maybe it will take a long time.
Maybe it will take a long time,
Top of the head, or maybe not.
or maybe not.
Eyebrows. And all of this
And all of this
bring me some body sensations
brings me some body sensations.
out of the eyes. I acknowledge my shallow breath
I acknowledge my shallow breath,
under the eyes, my neck tension
my neck tension,
under the nose, the fear that I feel in my throat
the fear I feel in my throat,
under the lip, and all the discomfort that I feel in my body
and all the discomfort I feel in my body.
under the collarbones. I acknowledge everything that I'm feeling right now,
I acknowledge everything that I'm feeling right now,
physically and mentally,
physically and mentally.
under the arms. And I give myself permission
And I give myself permission
to process and release this.
to process and release this.
All right, take a deep breath and exhale. And just tune in. This was just a general round that we did, a few rounds with general, well, we incorporated what you described to us and also some of your body sensations. And I'd like you to just tune in and check how your body is feeling right now, how those sensations are, if new ones presented.
You're asking like on a scale of 0 to 10, where are they at?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
it doesn't, you don't have to give me a number. You can just, whatever you're feeling. If before you said it was like a 5.
Yeah. I feel like the stress has gone down to like a 4 or so. I'm breathing a little bit more, and there's still some tension in my neck.
Yeah.
Not as heavy though as before.
Okay. And when you are, did any thoughts come to mind or anything new that or any memory, anything that came along those tapping rounds,
Hmm.
words that we mentioned?
Yeah, I'm forgetting right now what the exact point was. There was something that you said that brought a huge smile to my face in a sense of like real belief, like, oh, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Ah,
So there was definitely a moment of like believing it more. And it's just really helpful. The the process is seeing with compassion what's happening in my body and just allowing those thoughts and letting them be there, which is what I'm into in my work too.
okay. Very nice. Okay, let's continue.
Great.
All right, let's go to the side of the hand. So I recognize there were some changes in my body,
I recognize there were some changes in my body,
even though they were small,
even though they were small,
there were still some changes.
there were still some changes
In a few minutes,
in a few minutes.
and I also acknowledge
And I also acknowledge
that I got excited
that I got excited
about my possibilities
about my possibilities
and also about having more compassion towards myself
and also about having more compassion toward myself
and acceptance.
and acceptance.
Yeah, and even though I still have more work to do,
And even though I still have more work to do,
and there are still a lot of pieces that I have to figure out,
and there's still a lot of pieces I have to figure out,
I'm open to having one more piece of that puzzle today,
I'm open to having one more piece of that puzzle today,
to put it together,
to put it together,
one day at a time.
one day at a time.
Mhm. Even though this seems like a big project,
Even though this seems like a big project,
and I wish I was already a full-time entrepreneur,
and I wish I was already a full-time entrepreneur,
making my income and seeing lots of clients.
making my income and seeing lots of clients.
Mhm. I give myself permission
I give myself permission
to do this one step at a time
to do this one step at a time
and be patient with myself in this process.
and be patient with myself in this process.
Top of the head. I'm open for miracles to unfold.
I'm open for miracles to unfold.
Yeah, eyebrows. I'm already doing this entrepreneurial journey.
I'm already doing this entrepreneurial journey,
Side of the eyes, and I have already learned a lot of things
and I have already learned a lot of things.
under the eyes. I continue to learn every day.
I continue to learn every day.
Mhm. Under the nose. And maybe I can see this as a preparation
Maybe I can see this as a preparation
for bigger things to come,
for bigger things to come,
one step at a time,
one step at a time.
under the mouth. And even though I'm not fully 100% there yet,
And even though I'm not fully 100% there yet,
mhm, under the collarbones, I'm already 60% there.
I'm already 60% there.
And this number may fluctuate,
And this number may fluctuate,
under the arms, but I allow my nervous system know
but I allow my nervous system know
that I am safe
that I am safe
as I continue working on this.
as I continue working on this.
Eyebrows. I acknowledge my neck tension.
I acknowledge my neck tension.
Side of the eyes. I acknowledge my constricted breath
I acknowledge my constricted breath.
under the eyes. I acknowledge my sensation in my throat,
I acknowledge my sensation in my throat,
that it may be fear,
that it may be fear.
under the nose. And I know this is a reaction of my body
And I know this is a reaction of my body
because it's trying to keep me safe,
because it's trying to keep me safe.
under the mouth. And it's doing its job.
And it's doing its job.
and it's doing it very well.
And it's doing it very well.
Under the collarbones. And I want to let it know
And I want to let it know
that I am safe as I do this work.
that I am safe as I do this work.
Because even though it may be scary sometimes,
Because even though it may be scary sometimes,
this is my life purpose.
oh, this is my life purpose.
And this is what brings me joy.
And this is what brings me joy.
This is what brings me a smile to my face,
This is what brings me a smile to my face.
under the arms, because I know it has created a big impact on me.
Because I know it has created a big impact on me.
Top of the head. And I know also the impact that it has created in others.
And I know also the impact it has created in others.
Eyebrows. This is more than a job.
This is more than a job.
Out of the eyes. This is living my purpose.
This is living my purpose.
Under the eyes. And although sometimes it may be scary,
And although sometimes it may be scary,
under the nose, I choose to trust
I choose to trust
that I will be financially safe.
that I will be financially safe
Under the mouth. And that I won't have to hustle.
and that I won't have to hustle.
Mhm. Under the arms, under the collarbones, that things will align
That things will align
and that the universe will have my back.
and that the universe will have my back.
Yeah, under the arms. And take a deep breath and exhale. And just tune in and check how your body sensations are. I saw there were a few yawns there.
Yeah, very
Perfectly
yawny
fine.
and good release.
It's good relief. The nervous system is relaxing, and we are sending that calm signal for the nervous system to, yeah, just calm down and not be so much on guard.
Totally. Yeah. Oh. I feel more tired and relaxed at the same time, the softening through my system. And I'd say my neck is about like a 2, 3 level of tension right now.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Some stretching will help as well. Yes. Drinking lots of water
Okay.
when there is, muscle tension. And also when we do this type of work, we want to be able to drink water so we flush whatever doesn't serve us and we keep those new energies and everything that we allow everything to integrate more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great. I love water.
good. So when you think about that belief that we were talking at the beginning, that will I ever make a living as a coach? And that was like the type of question, belief, kind of question, will I ever make a living? How does that feel right now? Honestly, I mean, it could be the same, it could have changed, not necessarily in the numbers, but what's your take on it? Maybe you have new insights, or maybe not.
I think that I'm like 80%. there that it will happen at some point.
Mhm.
And I've been thinking about just releasing like the timeline to the universe and that feels helpful just to trust like I have the skills and passion for this and if I can let go of control a bit of the timeline, yeah, like pretty solid optimism and I would say beyond the number, like just feeling a greater sense of safety and appreciation to like as we're practicing, like it's like, oh, this is so nice to do it with Elisa too, and to be working with someone like who has clearly regulated their nervous system and is supporting me and cheering me on.
Good. Wow, that's nice. So from 60% to 80%, I wasn't really, I never expect anything because it's really the other person's journey and anything can happen. But
Yeah.
it's great, like, and that can change. It can change. Um, but it's good that we were able to address it today. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna be perfect tomorrow. Like I said, it can change. But what I've seen is that it changes, but in another way. And we are able to cultivate the work that we do as we continue doing it. So that's very good. I am very proud of you for having tried this, for being vulnerable to talk about it. And I think, again, you're not the only one. There are many of us going through this. And I think, for everybody out there, you if you want to watch it again, you can tap along with us. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the recording. You can always tap with us. And even if the words don't resonate fully, you will still get benefits and you will still help your nervous system calm down, relax. And I'm sure that you will get benefits from it. So thank you
Mm.
so much, Megan, for being my partner today to demonstrate EFT tapping and to talk about all, financial stress, all these issues that many of us are affected by that, it's the truth, it's the truth. So thank you so
Mm.
much.
Thank you. This was fun and super helpful.
Okay, bye.